Well then, Arthur, I did just finish your charming little video, and cheers to that, mate. Look, I'm even attempting to up my class for you with my red wine. Hopefully that's up to your standard. Now, I have a few choice words for you, darling. Well, let's start with, you said I smelt bad. I can't help it if you are unable to handle the scent of a true man. Besides, it's not like I wear any of that poncy flowery shit you're wearing. You smell like a woman. It's embarrassing. Oh, and by the way, stinky. You called me stinky. Well, I'm really glad to see that your lexicon has grown by volumes, Arthur. It's really impressive. Keep up the good work. That you had to fight people in zero gravity because Yusef's driving sucked. Well, let's think about this. His driving sucked because, someone didn't do their job right. Yes, I mean you, Arthur. We'll come back to this because, if you would have found out that Fisher's mind was trained for people like us, Yusef wouldn't have had to have been fighting for his life and keeping us stable as much as he could. So therefore, it's not really his fault, it's yours. As far as clothing goes, at least I don't have to spend a small fortune on mine, and it's not my fault if you don't have a good appreciation for Paisley. Besides, I wear my clothes well, they look good on me. I may not shave as often, but you know what? It doesn't make me unprofessional. I'm still good for my job, and I've been working freelance longer than you've been working with Cobb. Besides, my clothes don't make me look like I have a stick shoved up my ass, and I have to walk around with a "ooh, I'm mightier than thou" attitude that you do all the time. Okay, wait. You're gonna make fun of me for being a sexy blonde chick who seduces people. Let's think about this. Did I seduce Fisher? No. Could I have seduced Fisher? Yes. However, in the time that I was talking to him, I managed to get something useful accomplished. I managed to steal his wallet, which had a picture in it of him and his father when he was young, that we used to our advantage. So, not to mention that my forging was a central part to our little inception operation. Or did you forget that I had to forge Browning? I think I did a marvelous job. I don't know about you. Well, then again, I guess I can't blame you if you're stuck up on a pretty young blonde bombshell. Oh, and, are you jealous that, as a woman, Ariadne has nothing on me? I mean, let's think about her. Does she not scream jailbait to you? I don't know how old she really is, but she looks like she's 16, Arthur, and that's just wrong. While we're discussing Ariadne, as you were saying about that little kiss trick, you can keep telling yourself that you came up with that, but I think you and I really do know the truth. Although I can give you credit, you're a pretty good kisser. Let's see. As far as being a point man, as your job, as you said, you so intelligently told everyone already that I would basically do a better job at it than you did, because you said I would have found the information. Okay, so you said I would have slept with Fisher to get it, but you know what? When it comes down to it, I would have gotten the information, so you've buried yourself on this one, Arthur. Thank you very much for aiding me. It was very kind of you. Oh, and as for having no shame, if I did have any, I'd make a pretty lousy forger considering what our job is, so thank you for the compliment. Okay, I see. I see this. You're gonna blame all of your problems on Cobb and try to bury it like you took some of the blame. You know what? Cobb didn't really have to tell us anything. Maybe if you would have found the information, as we've gone over already, we wouldn't have had to worry about it, and then therefore we wouldn't have to worry about being killed and going to limbo. But, we're talking in circles around this one, so I'm just gonna forego it onto your next topic, which was totems. You say poker chip, common, yes. Well, if I was to explain to you how my totem worked, it would defeat the purpose of having one. Therefore, no explanation for you. The fact that you told everyone that you used a loaded die, that's your own problem. So you're going to take a crack at forging. Say that, pretending to be other people is not really a cool or honorable profession or whatever it is that you said. Well, bravo, sir. I do think that you've managed to insult every actor on the face of the planet. Yeah, you don't think before you speak, do you? For your information to properly pass off as someone, you have to not only get their looks right, but their mannerisms, their speech patterns, the type of words they use, the way they phrase things. It's a lot harder than you would think, and it takes a lot of imagination. Oh yes, back to that word, imagination. I'd really like to see you try forging sometime and see if you can do a little better than I can. Because, if you're really so big on the ability to have a wonderful imagination and think outside of the Penrose staircase, as you so said, prove it to me, Arthur. Prove it. Oh, and, by the way, how's this for a dual personality? I really do doubt that you would listen to something like Aerosmith's Dream On, even though that is very appropriate considering our jobs. But let me try something that you might actually know. How about this? So, I'm really glad that you think being adept at a musical instrument makes you mentally unstable. How about this for a kick then, Arthur, since you've told me to find my own?
I'd rather fucking than kiss you, but I won't press the issue. You know what I need is, and you're never gonna be it. I should've hesitated when we was inebriated. So unsophisticated, too late to be debated. 3 a.m. She won't put out. Let's go make out with her friends. Make out with her friends. It's 3 a.m. She won't put out. Let's go make out with her friends. Make out with her friends.
I hope you like it. I picked it especially for you.
Excuse me, do you want to screw? Excuse me, do you want to screw? I'm so amazing in the sex. I'm so amazing in the sex.
You wanted me not to make a comment on the fact that you put this on YouTube, so you asked me not to make a comment. Hold on. Wait, did you really think that that was going to work? I mean, you know me. You asked me not to make a comment. What is the first thing I'm going to do? Make a comment. Actually, I had a little plot here using YouTube. I don't care about the millions of viewers who've watched me, which is more like 98 at this point, but that's besides the point. My point of using YouTube was to get you to respond by using a YouTube video as well, thus showing people how much of a fool you can make of yourself without my help. Okay, given I prompted it, but nonetheless, you've done it to yourself, darling. Besides, why did you have to make a YouTube video? You have my mobile number. You can call me and tell me all the things that I've done wrong. Well, that is, if you can get me to answer. But, no. I've gotten you to sink down to my level and make a video and post it on the internet. Who's the idiot now, sweetheart? Arthur. Arthur, vous êtes très amusant. J'ai pas le français pour votre information. On dirait que vous avez un temps qui a fait un fou de même aujourd'hui.
She won't put out. Let's go make out with her friends. Make out with her friends. Excuse me, do you want to screw? Excuse me, do you want to screw? I'm so amazing in the sex. I'm so amazing in the sex. I'd rather fuck it than